Alright, welcome back to our stream this evening. You'll notice a little change in our regularly scheduled programming. This weekend I won't be able to stream on Saturday, so I'm moving some stuff around. I want to make sure that the Old Republic Randomizer gets done on a weekend day, so I'm going to be doing that on Sunday and Friday night as well. So Minecraft's getting moved to tonight for that reason, and also just because I want to get back to it. I've been wanting to play it some. So let's get back into it. So last time we spent a good chunk of time getting most of the resource trees going. So now resources for some of the machines and other pieces will be readily available. So we may be able to start moving forward with something like Mechanism. We may look at the deep learning mod. That's something I want to take a look at. And maybe look at what we need to get started with Applied Energistics 2. Just so we can get some good storage and sorting available. But, so yeah, our top level of the orchard's doing good. You can see stuff growing. We got our slimes, we got some emerald, got some osmium. Everything's going well. And we've also expanded our monster masher a little bit. But I need to work on doing something. Why is that? Yeah, I need to figure out a way to round robin that a little better. I may see about compacting this into a container, since iron is not really a problem. Alright, so first things first, let's go check out our resources. Our sugarcane crop is insane, but it's kind of awesome, so I'm going to leave that there and just kind of let it grow, because it looks cool. Let's take a look at some of our new stuff. What's in here? Emeralds. Alright. That's osmium. Glowstone. Mineral, which I need to see what we need mineral for. And yeah, I had to make netherrack resin for some reason. Can I make soul sand from netherrack resin? That would be awesome. Soul sand. Nope. Well, that stinks. So what does nether amber do? Amber. Netherrack. What are you used for? Blood. Pretty sure I looked that up last time. So kind of useless. Alright. Oh well. Leia's struggling to get comfortable today. Silly girl. She had a long day. She's tired. Alright. Alright, so our slime is going good. Tons of slime. That's awesome. We can use that for tinkers. Alright, so what I want to look at doing is some basic machinery now that we've got some stuff in place. And then I want to maybe go into the hunting dimension just to kind of see what's there. I think the first thing I want to do though is look at containers real quick because I have enough iron to make them. That's a lot of iron. But I think I have enough. Let me go look. I even have some in there. Oh, that's right. My nickel was a problem last time. I have nickel trees too. That's good. Alright, so iron. Alright, I'm gonna need some more storage too. Yeah, AE2 is looking better and better here. So let me get some more lava cranking in there. Can I put slabs in there? Melt slabs? Nope. Alright. I need to move my little shopkeeper back, I think. So I think I'm going to expand this area over here and connect the orchard to it and make it ore processing and mechanism. just so everything's close together. The smelter is going to be my main ore processor for a little while, mostly because I'm not going to be mining any ore for a little while, because there's nothing to mine unless I go to another dimension, which I may do. But if anything, I'd want a digital miner going first, so that I could just have it pumping in automatically. That would be ideal. Just gonna use all this. Digital miner in the nether may not be a bad idea either, so I can get some prosperity ore and inferium. Just watch the creeper get massacred. That was cathartic. Alright. The others don't do anything, but they look cool. Alright, so let's eat some cookies. Okay, so let's start crafting this container. I feel like I can just chuck that back in because I won't need it. Alright, so I need 2, 7 blocks of iron and then 12 ingots. Shoot. Alright. Ingots on the compactor. I need music going, don't I? So I'm gonna try something new. I found some stuff online that's supposedly copyright free, so we're gonna have some different music going. Finally. Hopefully it won't be overwhelming. Let me know if the audio needs to be rebalanced, but gonna try something new just because I'm a little tired of the Minecraft soundtrack. So. Alright, so I did an iron pop, yeah. I made some, we made some Invar. Okay, well, that's cool. Alright, we need to make a crate, which is easy. Wood is never going to be a problem. Because we're mostly just chucking it off the side. Actually, yeah, biofuel is going to be my primary power source, I think. Now that I think about it. Because I can set up filtering and pump all those leaves into... Yeah, that'll work. That'll work well. Alright. Let our forge and hammer come down one more time. How's the audio balance? Yeah, the music's going. Can you hear it? It's a little quiet now, but it's definitely going. All right. How about now? All right. Oh, cool. That's cool. All right, let's make... Okay, cool. Good. Make an axe real quick. Okay, cool. So this will work. My inventory is full. Alright, am I just not understanding how these work? Alright, let me look up how this works real quick. Because I might be doing this wrong. Storage network access. Sorry, I'm just taking a look. I feel like I did this incorrectly somehow. Okay, well, items pump into that? No. But if I put crates in, will it? Yes, it will. Cool. Okay. Alright, progress. Progress, progress, progress. Alright. Need the skulls, though. Ooh, yeah, keeping the phaser rifle, that's for daggone sure. Alright. Just dumping off the stuff that I've picked up from there and letting it feed in. Actually, that's not what I want. I want to put you in the hopper and let you feed down. Cool. That's working. That's saving me some space. Wish I'd done that earlier, honestly. Oh well. Not the servo. Here, sugar, potato, grape dust. I want to sort out the heads. Well, the good news is I can just make another crate and salvage quite a few of these pipes, which is cool. Very cool. And we can start storing some cool stuff. So I just take you out, and I set you down, and I have pearls. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. That's pretty nifty. I like that. And we got a phaser rifle out of it too. Alright. Everything's got something in it though. So are we losing stuff? Totally not what I said I was gonna do, is it? It's easy to get off on tangents. Very easy to get off on tangents. Got But that pipe got caught. Yep. All right. Cool. So we can expand that later. All right. We will modify that as needed. All right. I have so much stuff. Storage is going to be a problem. All right. Applied. Just all right. We need the presses first and foremost. Ah, okay. Oh, cool. Interesting. It's like it piles on top of each other. Okay, that's cool. All right, so first thing I want to do is expand. So, all right, we're gonna dump our quartz and some of this other junk. There. I need to make a backpack at some point too. All right. I have an equipment chest somewhere. Had one. Well, let's just make some more chests. These are gonna be kind of temporary. So we get some more storage in place. We're gonna just kind of dump a lot of our extraneous stuff. Keep my buckets. This I can throw in the hopper. Watch it get sorted out. That's pretty cool. Okay. That's a nifty little mod. That's useful. And it looks cool too. And from what I read, you can hook that up to Applied Energistics as a storage and pull from it, which is awesome. All right. So let's pop you back in there. Grab our bricks, because I want... Yeah, all right. Let's take some basic steps here. I feel like biofuel is going to be our big seller. I love Mechanism. It's kind of absurd, but I love it. They added so much cool stuff. Oh, the giant reactors in here too. Alright, energy cubes. Generators. Alright, heat. Biogenerator. Alright, so I need some basic power before I can get there. Same for wind generators, right? Yeah, atomic alloys, really? Okay. Yeah, biofuel is going to be my big thing, and I need a crusher. All those saplings. How about wood? Just basic wood. No? Okay. I can use... Heat just generates from ambient heat, right? Advanced solar. Gas burning. I'll have gas from other sources. Alright, let's look up generators. Because coal is not going to be a problem. Petrified fuel, biofuel, protein. Energy from fuel items. Energy battery. I can make that. That's just ambient heat. I mean, that's easy. Alright. Not a lot of power options. Basic solar, yeah. Yeah, biofuel is going to be our big go-to. Alright, let's make this thing. And get that going. And then we'll start building out the actual spot for it. Because I'm going to expand this out and connect it. Because that'll give me access to all of the saplings for biofuel. And I can just build my power grid from there. And I can also just kind of keep it all self-contained. Going to clean this up. That's going to go away as soon as I get the Flight Energistics up. Most of that's going to get cleaned up. So it'll just kind of expand this way. At least that's the vision. So we'll see what happens. Alright, mineral. Yep, those mineral chunks, not a problem. Not a problem. Alright. So I need 2 of you. Oops. It's pretty. I think it looks like. That's nice. Nice block. Alright. And then I need redstone. Nope, not protein. Generator. Need that. And then some coffee. Furnace. Generator. Produces energy from fuel items. Cool. Hopefully that plays well with the other machines. Actually, let's look at thermal. What's thermal foundation have as far as not much? Not much at all. They pulled a lot of the thermal machines out. Sure. Oh, it's industrial foregoing now. Okay, industrial. Industrial 4. Alright, petrified fuel. Mob crasher. Resources fisher. Yeah, we'll get a fisher going at some point. Sewage. Black hole units are useful. I'm looking for their fuel source, fire energy sources. If there's anything here. Nope. I can sell other mods. Alright. Oh. I want to see what you do. You just generate power. We got wood. You don't store any though. Interesting. Okay. So we'll keep you for future use. Might work, might not. We'll see. So the survival gen isn't a thing? Nope. Guess not. Okay. Alright, so actually the first thing I want to do, let's get a powerful furnace going. Can't even do that. That's funny. Alright, well. Fine then, mechanism. Let's get an infuser going. That's easy peasy. Need some osmium. do that. I got plenty. Alright, so let's take our first step into Mechanism. Like I said, honestly, Mechanism's kind of one of my favorite mods. And part of the reason I started doing this mod pack was to start learning some new ones, to be honest. So I need to kind of make sure I don't let my love of Mechanism kind of override all the other usefulness that's here. We also need to get some Tinker's tools and armor going up here too. We'll do that in a little bit. Alright, 8 blocks of osmium. And then 2 ferni. Alright, some iron and redstone. Confuser. We'll get the osmium going too. Excuse me. I'm liking this. This track's cool. Alright, so if I put you down, and I put the infuser on top of you, and I put fuel in you, do you get power? You do! Looky there, you just don't have any batteries around you. Okay. So for the energized smelter, what do I need? Steel. That'll be fun. Alright, basic control units. It's redstone and osmium. Alright. That's 10. Penny. Alright, so alright, need you. And you. Oh, no upgrades. It hurts. Early stages. Early stages. Alright, steel. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of steel. Steel blend is coal and iron. Alright, can I also just smelt it? Or, alloy it? Just, yeah, iron and coal. Coal and steel. Alright, alloy. Yeah, iron and coal. Yeah, I can just pour it. Alright, that's no big deal. But first we need to get some of this out of here. I do have a plan. Basically I want to get some furnaces that don't require coal running so I can get some blocks other than cobble. Which is honestly probably a waste of time, but I want it to look nice before I spend all this time building it. It's time to take that step, I think. Away from just plain old cobble to at least some brick or something. Something decent. Can I make nether brick with my nether trees? I can with the essence. I just have to smelt it. Alright. 6 ingots. Alright, eat a cookie. I feel like I need more ingot casts. What else is in here? Iron. Oh, get the nickel out. Because it's useful. Very useful. The right angle, all my liquid disappears. All my melted stuff. Alright, so we need steel. Which we have the resources to make. Like I said, we have renewable resources at this point that require little maintenance at all. And once we get some stuff automated, it's going to require no maintenance at all. That little smelter friend will still be used for a while though. Nickel, iron, gold. Gold cools fast. I wonder if that's true in real life. If gold hardens quickly from melted state. Can I make it from mineral? Mineral brick. Huh, I could make it pretty. Could use the mineral. Might do that. Take a different color for the mechanism route. Honestly, the blue kind of works with the osmium, since that's its primary resource. Alright. And our that takes forever to solidify. Also curious why. Are you still burning? Yeah, you are. You're just basically wasting power at this point, but that's fine. I'm also curious why Inferium isn't dropping. I wonder if it has to be a me kill, like an interaction with player interaction. But the Mob Masher should count as that. To look into that. That's something we may have to start mining in the Nether. So basically I'm pulling all these random ingots out because I don't want any random alloys. Because that's how I lost a bunch of stuff. A bunch of nickel. The last episodes. I had some iron in here and it alloyed into Invar, which is what I'm pulling out now. Invar is useful. We'll definitely use it. But at the time it was pretty frustrating. Alright. We will dump all these in here. Alright, and we need coal. We need iron. We burned a lot of iron making that storage crate, unfortunately. It was worth it though. Because we have renewable resources of iron. 2, 3, 4. Alright. Once you get modded Minecraft up to renewable resources, it's just fun. Because you basically can just build whatever you want. With a little bit of time, your resources will replenish. And it's just fun. And coal as well. Dump a bunch of the wood out. I just start voiding the wood at some point. And actually start sorting it out. Actually, my coal trees don't produce a lot of resin, which is annoying. Tons of acorns, though. Yeah, it's not going to be a lot of steel there, guys. Do better. Alright. Let's clean out some junk. And unfortunately for steel, it's got to be actual coal, not charcoal. For the alloy. Well, bye mineral. You're a renewable resource too. Oopsie, you need to go back to your stall. Let's see how much steel we get out of that. I only really need one interdepth smelter going. That's kind of my initial thought. Yeah, you are kind of pointless. What does integrated dynamics do? Not a lot. Mechanical squeezer. Mechanical drying basin. Okay. You're just kind of pretty. You look like you do more stuff, though. Portable logic programmer. Huh, I'll have to look at you. You could be cool. I don't really know what you do. It's like a logic system. That's cool. I have to look into that. Alright. We got one steel. Cool. There's our steel. There's enough ingots there to get us going. So if I make a bunch of these batteries, I can stack them. Is that what I read? Because if so, let's go grab some more chunks. I can eat the berries. They're actually better than the cookies. Alright, so if I need 1, 2, 3. So I need 6 of you. Alright, and then 6 blocks of redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only need 3 of those. Oops. I thought you were in a crafting grid. Oh, you just like stack. Okay. Oh, I can make 3 more of those. Easily enough. Oop. Oop. Alright, we'll just stack you all up. That's cool. Alright, well. Pull that out. Breaking a user. And then why don't we stick a battery next to you? And then chuck you full of wood. Alright. Go me. There we go. So it is storing energy in there. Alright, cool. You have no good interface though. So that's annoying. Alright. Steel. Glowstone. No, glowstone half slabs. No. Okay. It's pretty. Alright. It's raining. I think once we clean off this, we'll make a little house to commemorate our starting area in a little while. Alright. that all my steel? Yeah. We'll get the invar out of it since it's 2 straight ingots rather than a chunk. Alright. Invar. We have tons of invar. Okay. So we'll start building. Well, let's start building. Let's make some progress in the build before we finish out our first hour without having done anything. Alright, I don't need the leaves. Can I do anything with leaves? Can I make biomatter out of them? And mineral leaves can be made to be pretty. Fuel. No. Leaves are useless. Well, that's just kind of sad. Alright. We'll be filtering those out pretty soon. Alright, so let's make some mineral wood because it's pretty. Along with some glowstone, which we're going to upgrade our light source. For something other than torches. Two. Not going to take all of it because I want to save some for other stuff that will need it. But I do want some glowstone. I have a chisel somewhere. One of these chests. Random lapis. I need to sort all this junk out. Donde está? Where's my chisel? Right here. I know I have a chisel. Oh, you have a little... Well, that's cool. There's my chisel. Alright. And we're gonna do... something basic for now. Let's do neon. Alright. Time to finally get a little fancy. And no more half slabs. Because I'm sick of them. We got light sources, we're good. Alright. That's pretty, I like that. It's a signifier of our next steps. Though honestly I need to just remove those, but I'll keep them for now. And we will start from there. Yep. Alright. Because I want resources close. Because this will be processing, smelting, etc. And probably storage will be in the middle to make it easier to sort stuff out. My all the processors, etc. I like the mineral planks, they're pretty. So far we don't have any roofs either. That's something we may need to look at. Well, that is a roof, but it has a roof because it needs a roof to function. We have no roof as aesthetics. Well, that kind of does, I guess. But and like I've said in the past, I like functionality, but I like it to be pretty. Functional aesthetics is kind of what I go for. Because I just like the building aspect of Minecraft. So mechanism's going to be kind of big after a while. Definitely going to get big. Depending on how far we go with it. The word processing, doubling, tripling, quadrupling, and I think quintupling is big. Takes a lot of machines. Like the solar condenser towers and big copper tower. It's pretty cool. It's just, yeah. I also noticed when I looked at the power generators that they made the wind generators much more expensive than they used to be. Which is hilarious, but honestly probably fair. The wind generators were ridiculously overpowered. They were super cheap. They had zero drawback. They didn't require any fuel. You could just literally build a platform with a couple hundred of those things and just be at home free really early on. It was always my go-to. They're ugly because they're huge and they're animated, but I mean, they look cool in their own way. If you like that look, as long as you plan for it, they could look cool. I used to have some underground in one of my towers in another build. It was a tower on top of a mountain, so it was at the height. They function best at a certain height, so that height was actually underground. So I actually built them underground, and the way they function is they need to see sky to work. So I put glass above them, and they work just fine. They spun underground, generated a lot of power. Didn't really work from a physics standpoint, but it worked from an aesthetic standpoint, which was always important to me. Plus, you know, hey, free power underground. Yep, figured we'd be terrible for mobs here. Alright, what did I end up actually doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Sweet, so there's a mid spot. Right there. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet, that makes me happy. Alright, I came out 2. We'll see how close I got as far as symmetry. One, two. 1, 2. Perfect. That makes me happy. So with glowstone, we won't really have any mob problems. Well, we will right there for a few more seconds till I plop down that torch right there. That's temporary. We'll make that prettier later. All this is gonna get cleaned up because I'm sick of how it looks. All right, so how's the battery doing? Slow as the dickens, but working. It'll give us enough to get started, at least. Alright. So... torn, should we do walls? Should I make this a building? I should, shouldn't I? Alright, we'll do a building. We'll do a building, we'll have some fun with it. We'll make it proper. gonna have to go. It's gonna bug me, but so the doors are gonna end up over here, unfortunately, but that's fine. It'll work. So I close it off. Oops. All right. I should have the auto replace. I like to build with symmetry. That's what I'm doing. One, two, three. Not there. Glass will take us a little while to get cooked, so we'll wait on that for a little bit, but we will get some glass in these windows. Once we start clearing out the inventory junk. Oops, nope, I leave my shield up. Two. Symmetry. Super important to me. First, like, proper building. Which, to be honest, is kind of bugged me, because I like having a base that's not out in the open, exposed to elements, getting rained on, like roofs. I like to put some craftsmanship in my base instead of just platforms with random bits of junk on them. Perfect. I'll open the door to the orchards once we get the storage set up, which will be in the middle here. So we're going to probably start running down ore processing over here. Power gen off to the side, because I can pull it from the inventories from AE2. Yeah, so I need a crusher or two. And then biogenerators. Actually, I'm gonna need them out one for cabling. Alright, so what do biofuel generators require? Biofuel. Biogenerator. That's easy. That's really easy. Alright, we can make a bunch of those. And they store inventory, and they store stuff. Yeah, that'll work really, really, really well. All right, so we burned most of that wood. Well, the wood we turned into planks. I should have made these logs. That would look nice, wouldn't it? Oh well. Maybe later. I also want to check and make sure the lighting up top is okay. Because that could be a problem. Above the orchard. Cool, yep. Good old glowstone. Gets the job done. And I can finally torch that because it's been bugging me. Alright. Let's start building some stuff. Let's store this back. Actually, we're gonna pop some stuff in there for now. Alright, glowstone I'll put in here because it's useful. Along with the control circuits and the steel. Alright, so that's our building. So we need 2 crushers. Which require lava buckets. Interesting. And more steel. Hopefully my coal tree is done a little better. And glass, we're gonna need glass. That's getting there. How about our snad? So much garbage. Alright, is there what's a bin? Like a... Okay, just large quantities of items. Okay. Trash cans. Trash can. Okay. And make a trash can. That'll be far easier. Alright, we'll chuck some of that in there. Fly leaves. And sand and sticks. And wood. Alright. So that's what? Nuggets and an ingot. I must have. Did I just grab 2 iron ingots? 2 iron blocks? I guess I didn't. Alright. Alright, even in nuggets. Oh no, they just fell out of my inventory. That's weird. I dropped them. Alright, so you got a bin for you. And that's a slab. Alright, so can I just like put stuff in you? No, I have to actually pipe things into you. Well, you'll be useful later. That's stupid. Alright. I tend to say that when the stuff just doesn't work the way I think it should, so it's a bad idea. It's not stupid, it's just not how I intended it to go. It's slowing me down a little bit, but that's okay. Because wood is a renewable resource. Steel will be the thing we need most. Yeah, steel will be an important resource. Alright. Real quick, I want to look at what other options there are to get steel. Bacon steel. Awesome. Bacon truffles. Coal coke works. Still takes coal. Alright. And then the steel essence. Yeah, we need mystical agriculture. Sometime soon. Alright. So we need coal. This thing's going over here, by the way. Oh, that's almost full. Getting all the heads. Torsos and junk. Leg, head. Zombie heads are useful, but we'll get tons of them. The player heads are annoying. That's the thing I wish they hadn't added. Alright, so let's make some more coal so we can get some more steel. And start actually moving forward with mechanism. Like I said, we were going to do at the start of this episode. Because we're gonna. Promise. This just turns into... Oh, that's right, it's 1 minus for some reason. Weird. Alright. We're gonna go chuck all this in there. Get a lot of liquefied coal. But also a lot of steel. I blocked my void, my little trash area. Oh well. Alright. I really wish I could do something with the leaves. Alright. I'll rework this anyway. Once I get the next level of mulch, I'll want to redo all these planters. And I won't have the chests under them. Well, actually I will for sorting purposes. I'll have a chest that pulls out all the garbage into the garbage, and the rest is pumped into storage, the actual AE system. Alright, iron. A little low on iron resin, too. I can always go mine. I don't really want to waste viewers' time doing that. If I do that, it'll be off stream. Did mine have to go to the hunting dimension, which might be fun to do anyway. Alright, let's throw our iron amber in there so we can get some more steel. And once that steel is done, then we can actually move on to the business of building mechanism. So yeah, this first hour turned into building this nice little factory floor for us and cleaning up some other stuff. Cleaning up the masher and getting some power generation going. But yeah, so in a few minutes, once our iron melts, we will be on our way to starting mechanism.